As twilight descends upon London, the iconic silhouette of Tower Bridge emerges, a stark contrast against the fading light. The air grows cool, and a soft, melodious hum begins to rise from the depths of the city. Samuel, an elderly fisherman with weathered hands and a lifetime of stories etched on his face, approaches the banks of the Thames. He lingers for a moment, inhaling the briny scent of the river, mixed with the distant aroma of street food wafting from nearby stalls. With practiced ease, he kneels beside his modest gear, each item worn yet cherished. The gentle lapping of water against the dock provides a serene backdrop, momentarily drowning out the city's relentless buzz. As Samuel prepares his fishing rod, a sense of anticipation fills the air, mingling with the calls of seagulls overhead. This nightly ritual is not merely about fishing. It is a journey into the heart and soul of the river, a connection to the stories waiting beneath its surface. The tranquility of the evening embraces Samuel as he stands on the familiar wooden dock. The gentle lapping of the River Thames against the timbers creates a soothing rhythm, harmonizing with the calls of seagulls circling overhead. The bustling sounds of the city, once vibrant and full of life, gradually fade into the distance, replaced by the soft whispers of the river. Samuel bends down to assess his modest fishing gear, the rustle of the bait box punctuating the silence. He arranges the hooks and lines with deft, weathered hands, each movement fueled by years of practice and tradition. The ambient sounds of the river, a melodic blend of water, wind, and the distant clang of a ship's bell, fill the air, lulling him into a contemplative state. Each cast of his line into the deep waters is not just a hunt for fish. It is an invocation of old memories, a bridge connecting him to the past. As Samuel settles into his spot, the fading light casts a soft glow along the river, stirring memories within him. He recalls the days spent on these very banks with his father, their laughter blending with the gentle sounds of the Thames. They would often sit side by side, casting their lines, while his father spun tales of giants lurking beneath the water's surface and fish that whispered secrets of old. Those cherished moments of shared dreams and simple joys are etched into Samuel's heart, each story a reminder of a connection far deeper than mere fishing. Under the arch of Tower Bridge, he can almost hear his father's voice mingling with the calls of the seagulls, guiding him still. He closes his eyes for a moment, allowing the whispers of the past to wash over him, a reminder that every line cast into the water was not just for fish, but for stories yet to unfold. As Samuel steadied his rod, he let his mind drift through the currents of time, each ripple stirring memories of the Thames. He envisioned a vibrant past, the laughter of fishermen echoing across the waves, their sturdy boats gliding through the water as they cast their nets, fishing not just for sustenance, but for stories that would weave them into the fabric of London. He imagined the docks bustling with energy, fresh catches showcased under the watchful eyes of hungry patrons. In his mind's eye, children raced along the banks, their gleeful shouts mingling with the calls of gulls. Samuel's heart swelled as he recalled sitting by his father's side, the old man imparting wisdom with each fish they caught. The river had always been a lifeline, a storyteller that bore witness to triumphs and heartaches, an enduring presence guiding generations of fishermen, each one leaving their mark on its flowing surface. As Samuel sits quietly, the river transforms under the cloak of night, its surface shimmering with secrets. He feels an ethereal connection to the unseen stories that linger just beneath the water's surface. Whispers float through the air, echoing the laughter of lovers who once shared dreams under the bridge, the farewell murmurs of sailors venturing into the unknown, and the silent hopes of those waiting for loved ones who never returned. Each splash, each ripple seems to carry fragments of the past, weaving a tapestry of human experience that transcends time. Samuel closes his eyes, allowing the river's voice to envelop him. He senses the pulse of countless lives entwined with the Thames, witnesses to joy and heartbreak, all flowing into the great expanse of history. The night deepens, and with it comes an understanding, a silent acknowledgement that every fisherman like him is part of this grand narrative of love, loss, and everlasting connection. The cities dwindle into darkness, cloaked the river in a velvet embrace, and a symphony of night creatures began to stir. Samuel sat quietly on the edge of the dock, the world around him fading into a soft murmur. The familiar sounds of London receded, leaving only the gentle gurgle of the Thames. Each ripple seemed to pulse with life. He gazed into the inky depths, grappling with the passage of time. Memories of bustling markets and laughter felt distant, overshadowed by the tranquility of the present. The water, once a lifeline for the vibrant community, now held echoes of whispers and dreams forgotten. Samuel pondered the inevitable changes, reflecting on how the river had seen both fortune and loss, mirroring the lives entwined with its shores. Underneath the moon's watchful gaze, he grasped the profound intimacy the Thames shared with the stories it cradled, both past and present. As Samuel sat quietly, the world around him softened into a tranquil hush. The city's distant noises faded, and he found himself increasingly attuned to the pulse of the Thames, feeling the rhythm of the water beneath his boat. A flicker of hope sparked within him as he sensed movement at the end of his line, a thrill that had long been absent in his solitary nights. With a deep breath, he steadied himself, heart beating in time with the gentle lapping of the waves. He imagined the many catches he had made over the years, each one a story of struggle and triumph. The exhilaration of the moment grew as he waited, hopeful for the tug that would break the calm, though the line remained unyielding. As he cast his eyes over the dark, glimmering water, he felt an electric anticipation in the air, signaling that something extraordinary was imminent, just beyond the surface. The night held its breath, a stillness enveloping the river as Samuel leaned back against the dock, his fishing line trailing into the dark waters. For a fleeting moment, time stood still. The distant chatter of the city faded into whispers, leaving only the gentle rhythm of water lapping against the wooden posts. Samuel closed his eyes, letting the cool breeze wash over him, absorbing the serenity of his nightly vigil. In this quietude, he could almost hear the pulse of history beneath the surface, echoing the dreams and desires of those who had come before him. Each star twinkling overhead felt like a reminder, a promise that even in solitude he was part of a greater tapestry of lives. Slowly he opened his eyes and gazed out at Tower Bridge, its majestic form standing watch over the river. In this moment of reflection, Samuel embraced the weight of his legacy, knowing that every fisherman had cast their line into these waters, hoping for something more. As Samuel settles deeper into the night, a sense of stillness envelops him. The familiar sounds of the city have faded, leaving only the gentle lapping of water and the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze. Yet it is in this quietude that he feels an unusual energy pulsing through the air, as if the river itself is alive with stories yearning to be heard. Voices, faint and ephemeral, begin to drift towards him, carried by the wind. They whisper of loves lost and dreams deferred, echoing the laughter of the past and the heartache woven into the tapestry of the Thames. Each splash of water sounds like a distant heartbeat, connecting Samuel to every soul who has ever stood by this river's edge, casting their hopes into the flowing currents. He feels the weight of these unseen presences, urging him to listen closely, to honor the stories that lie buried beneath the river's surface. As Samuel's heart raced, he felt an intense tug on his line, a sensation unlike anything he had experienced before. The adrenaline surged through him, igniting a flicker of excitement that had long been absent from his evenings by the Thames. He braced himself, gripping the rod firmly as he began to reel in what felt like more than just a fish. With each turn of the reel, the tension heightened, a dance of anticipation with the unseen creature beneath the rippling surface. Finally, he brought the catch closer, and as it broke free from the water, his breath caught in his throat. Instead of scales shimmering in the moonlight, he discovered an old pendant, its muddy surface glinting softly. The engraving revealed initials faded yet hauntingly familiar, stirring as many questions as it answered. In that moment, he sensed the weight of history in his hands, a connection to a past that had inexplicably drawn him here tonight. As Samuel cradled the pendant in his weathered hand, he marveled at its intricate design, the light catching its surface and revealing swirls of long, indistinguishable artistry. The initials engraved within seemed to pulse with a life of their own, whispering secrets from a past long forgotten. Who had once worn this trinket? Was it a token of love, a promise between two hearts separated by time? Samuel imagined the stories behind it. the unfulfilled dreams and fleeting moments of joy that had surely accompanied its owner. Each swirl became a whisper in the night, a fragment of a life woven into the fabric of the Thames. He envisioned a young woman gazing longingly at the water, her heart tied to a sailor, and the myriad emotions that must have surrounded this pendant. In that moment, he felt the invisible threads connecting them all, one fisherman's tale adding to the river's endless story. As Samuel holds the pendant in his weathered hands, he feels the whispers swell around him, weaving together threads of countless lives. Each gleam in the moonlight pulses with stories of lost love and hopeful dreams that had danced along the riverbanks. He envisions a young woman in a flowing gown, her heart filled with anticipation as she awaits her beloved's return, only to be met with shadows of sorrow instead. The river, a silent keeper of these memories, holds tales of heartache, betrayal, and joy that ripple through time. Samuel wonders how many dreams had been cast into these waters, how many souls intertwined with the currents as they faced their trials. In that moment, he understands. The pendant is not just a fragment of the past. It symbolizes the shared human experience that transcends time, each story a droplet in the vast ocean of existence that the Thames carries on its journey. As Samuel held the pendant, a warm glow spread through him, illuminating the shadows of doubt and solitude that had lingered in the corners of his heart. It was as if the river itself had granted him a glimpse into the lives of those who had come before, a tapestry of hope, loss, and relentless dreams woven together by the currents of time. He could almost hear their laughter and tears, the echoes of lovers parting, and the solemn whispers of those left waiting. Each story, though fleeting, resonated within him, a reminder that he was not just a solitary fisherman, but part of a greater narrative, connected through the ages. The Thames was a keeper of secrets, a silent witness to countless lives unfolding beneath its surface. With this understanding blossoming inside him, Samuel felt a profound sense of belonging, as if the river had embraced him like a long-lost friend, guiding him toward the light of dawn and his own place in the world.